Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Matthew, for the people that don't know me, and I'm actually here with Saul, and we're going to be talking about being the youngest real estate agent in the state of Arizona. So Saul, right next to me, he actually got his real estate license the day he turned 18. And you know, that means he was doing school, he was diligent, and like his goals prior to him turning 18, he didn't just pick up kind of what I did. When I turned 18, that's when I kind of started thinking about real estate, and I got my license, you know, a few months after turning 18. But no, he got it right when he turned 18, and he was licensed and ready to go. So I just want to ask you a few questions. So here, go ahead and introduce yourself. But you know, why did you pick real estate, and you know, what is the story behind that?
So everyone's kind of heard of Robert Kiyosaki and the Rich Dad Poor Dad books and the Rich Dad Advisor books. And I started reading those when I was 14 or 15, and I kind of stuck with them. And that kind of led me down the path of getting interested in real estate. And at a certain point when I was like 16 and a half, I was like, oh wait, I can actually get into real estate at 18, like once I get my license. And so I waited a couple months, I saved up some money from working at Home Depot. And when I turned like 17 and a half during the summer, I actually took all my real estate courses that I needed to actually get my license. And once I did those, I was just waiting till the day that I turned 18 so I can actually take my state test.
That's crazy, yeah. So a lot of people, I mean, even when I was in, you know, kind of similar shoes that he was in, when I was 17, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just going to high school, and I was just, you know, figuring out what, you know, when I was gonna hang out with my friends was next, all right? But like, yeah, at the age of 17 and a half, he was already in school, learning about real estate, just so when he turned 18, he was ready to rock and roll. That's crazy to me, but what are like a few of your goals that you wanna accomplish in your first year of real estate? Is it like building a, you know, a platform? Is it, you know, closing a personal deal? What is like your goals for your first year of real estate?
I don't really have a time frame on my goals. I want to develop a really, really strong pipeline, and at some point I want to get into actually investing in real estate myself, whether that's rental properties, Airbnbs, like I know you do a lot of Airbnbs, or just flipping in general. You know, I'm interested in all of it, and that's a little bit farther down the road for me, just depending on how my first year in real estate goes and, you know, how my commissions come in, but that's my end goal.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people that I surround myself with, either at Kenneth James Realty, the company that I work at, and whatnot, a lot of them have their own personal investments, and that's what kind of like, you know, helped me feel more comfortable being around them. And like, you know, this guy's doing Airbnb, this guy's doing short-term rental or long-term rental or whatever it may be. You know, it's motivating just to have all like-minded people around you, just so, you know, you get that push that you need. Did you join real estate? Like, did your dad have some sort of background in real estate, family, friends? Like, what was it?
My father has done quite a bit of real estate investing, specifically before the crash. Like, I think he lost a couple $1 million during the crash because he was over-leveraged, and a lot of his properties just went underwater and the bank took them back. Yeah, it's rough, but I learned from it. So, you know, I know not to over-leverage and things like that. And he started to get back into it, and, you know, I saw him getting back into it, and I was like, well, I want to do the same thing, but, you know, kind of from a different standpoint. And I was like, well, I might as well go in now. And I guess you could kind of say he was a big influence on me, but, I mean, it's kind of like one of those situations where he wasn't a direct, like, you know, he was a contributing factor, but he wasn't the main reason.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's funny that you say that, you know, he lost a lot in, you know, the crash. A lot of people look at real estate of just like, you know, that happy guy that makes a lot of money, but they don't understand that there's a lot of lows just as much as there are highs. You know, you have to hit rock bottom before, you know, you could reach the top. All right, so like, a lot of people that look at agents and whatnot, they see, you know, the highs, what we post on social media and whatnot. We don't really show you guys the 3 deals that fell out of escrow because the loan didn't, you know, work out or whatnot. After you getting your license and working, you know, for a few weeks and whatnot, what are some challenges that you know, plan on acquiring and tackling in your first few months or year of real estate?
So one of the main things I've had to face was my age, because a lot of people have difficulty trusting an 18-year-old because they see me and they're like, well, what do you know about real estate? You know, you don't have this life experience. And I can kind of come in and I provide a different perspective into the industry, or at least that's what I feel, because I come in from a younger viewpoint and I come into it from more of an investment standpoint. So I can look at things and maybe help them understand things from my point of view, because I might not have that level of experience that they have, you know, traditionally, because I haven't been an agent for that long, but I have life experience from watching my father invest. I have life experience from watching his friends invest. And I mean, I've been following this on social media for a long time, and I've read quite a bit of books to kind of understand how the business works, and that's something that's helped me a lot.
So you look at your age as an advantage, you know, and then there definitely is some disadvantages, like you said, about period of time and whatnot. But I mean, the advantage I feel like is, you know, are like you tackling the younger age people.
100%.
So I mean, there you guys have it. The youngest real estate agent in the state of Arizona at the age of 18 by the day, got his license, and I mean, if you want it, you can get it.
Yep, 100%. I mean, I would encourage it.
Stay tuned for the next video and take care.
See you later.